Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Budget Mini Clubman once again. So, got a few bits that have arrived finally. So the last episode I left you in, we got the boot lid sorted. So I've obviously got to do a few repairs to the boot lid, but it's a lot better than what we had. And it's confirmed that the back end of the car is pretty much spot on. Still needs a bit of repair down the bottom, a bit more lighter filler work maybe. But we're getting there and we're in the right direction, and that is the main thing. So, we've had a few things arrive. We've got some hammerite, so got 2 tins of this. I'm going to try and get the subframe done at the rear subframe, and there's like a bulkhead blanking plate. I wouldn't mind painting that up, making that a bit shiny. So we've got a couple of tins of that. We have actually got some more seam sealer. So this is what I originally ordered, and yeah, managed to do it in a bulk deal, so I bought 6, and it's worked out at about £5-6 a thing. So for Tiger Seal, it's really cheap. So we've got a load of that. We don't use it. We've got the 89, and we've got 6 tubs of this. So this is Gravitex, and you can overpaint it. So I've used this before. We've just recently actually done the Ford Mustang with it. Obviously we didn't film any of that, but it was in a bit of a secret location, so we couldn't film. But yeah, we use this. Epic stuff. It goes on so well. It's a good layer. So I'm going to absolutely leather the bottom of the car in this, and then we're going to get the bronze yellow over the top of it. So we've got, I think, too many. I originally bought 4, and then the order didn't turn up. And I know we're on a bit of a, go slow and stuff with regarding the postage, but everything else seems to be rattling along and flying in through the door. Like when you need stuff, it's just coming. And it was literally 2.5 weeks, and I heard nothing off them. So I just messaged them and said, look, can I have a refund? Straight away I got a refund. So they obviously never sent it. But straight away, 3 days later, we've got these, and I managed to get 6 for the price of the 4 that I bought last time. So cannot knock that. And like I say, if we don't use them, we've got 2 to save for the 89. So, but I am going to go through and I'll show you where I'm going to put it on the car. So I'm going to do the underside, so from the valance all the way inside the inner wings at the front, whole underside of the car will be done in it. And then I am going to do the inner floors, the inner seat bench, the lower part of the seat bench. I'm going to do inside the boot, and I'm going to do right up to the bulkhead just below where the subframe sort of bolts in, so it's all going to be fully protected. So I might actually get through them, I don't know. But we managed to do the whole of the underside of the Ford Mustang in 4, so it really wasn't too bad. And that's obviously a Ford Mustang, so I can't see me getting through 4 on these. So yeah, I've got to sort of work out how I'm going to do it now, because I'm going to do it in sections because I've got the front subframe in place, but I'd like to try and do everything I want underneath. So I'm going to try and find a way of supporting the car, maybe on a block of wood up on beside inner wings or something like that. I just want to be able to try and get all of this done in one hit, and then I can do the paint all in one hit, and it's just a quicker transition. But yeah, so we've used this on the Cooper as well. So the Cooper's just coming grey, it doesn't matter, it's over paintable, so it's just Cane Hollows primer, but this one's coming black. You can get it in white as well, so if you've got a white car, you don't even have to overpaint it really, you can just straight away do that. But yeah, let's get the car masked up and let's try and get some paint on it. So this is quite exciting now. This is when we start seeing things going the right direction for once. So inside the car, obviously all in there is already done, so but I will just sort of dust that in. I'm going to mask off these. I want these shiny, not stone chipped. Floors stone chipped. All these pillars will be shiny colour as well. So floors, and I'm going to mask this off. I'm going to have this shiny as well. Right, so I think the time has come. I can't put it up any longer. I've just got to go and do it. So I've been shaking a couple of these up ready. I've got my stone chip gun out. I use this for everything. Stone chip, wax oil. Just thoroughly clean it all out and you should be okay. I've just literally had the airline all connected to it and run thinners through it because it's just been sat for a few months. But this came with basically a set. So when I first ever stone chipped the car, it came with like 3 or 4 stone chip tubs like this, and then with one of these free. But they're not too expensive, about £7. Just need the right connector on it and we're ready to go. So make sure you've got a mask on, because obviously paint, there's fumes and stuff like that. But I've masked off parts of the car that I just don't really want to get paint over. I know the whole car needs prepping, but better to be safe than sorry. So here goes. So whole of the underside is going to get this treatment, and the parts inside, and I'm just going to do it all in one hit, and then rattle through these, see how many I get through, and go from there really. But I'm looking forward to it. If it sticks and it lasts and it goes well, we're a massive step forward. So yeah, quite excited. So let's get on with it. Right guys, so I didn't film everything. You saw me lying around. The car's a bit too low really, but I just had to do what I've got to do at the end of the day. I've got to get it done, so I've got to roll around on the floor a little bit for it. But the whole of the underside of the car is done now, including all inside the wings, inside the arches, all the boot floor, main floors, everything is done. It's already starting to dry off. This stuff dries really quick. So I set you guys up and let's get on with the inside. But quickly, I'll show you where we're at. You can see it going all matte where it's drying, and that's obviously the overpaintable surface as well. So, oh, this does feel quite good, I'm not gonna lie. If it dries really nice, it's gonna be really good. So I'm really coating it on. How many bottles have I got through? I've just started the 4th bottle, so yeah, and I've got to do all the inside yet, and any bits that I might have missed. So the bottle does sort of leave like that at the end. Yeah, look at my hands, great. Should have put some gloves on, I guess. My face is covered in it as well, but that's what showers are for. But yeah, I should maybe have put some gloves on, covered stuff up a little bit more, but it's a rubberized thing. It does come off. I've got to prep the whole car, so wherever it's got on the bodywork, I'm not too bothered. But I'm really quite happy with it so far. It's gone really well. So let's set you guys up. Let's get the inside painted, but I'll give you a quick shot at the underside like I mentioned. Right, so you can see it's drying off. So the whole of the underside is done. Looking really, really nice. It's just sort of tack dry, but look at that. Really, really happy with it. So all along the sills are done. All inside here is done. This is drying really, really nice. Someone did mention if I took these off. I have taken them off. When I had the inner wings off, sorry, the outer wings off, cleaned it back, and it was just surface rust. So I put them back on because I kind of want them to have the same look. It's another thing less to paint, but it's also obviously, if this is rubberized paint as well like this, then it's just going to withstand a lot better. But everywhere it's quite hard to get in there, but it's done. So I'm really quite happy with it. All my repairs are quite hidden. Just done along the bulkhead, so you can see it's shiny, and I had a repair here. You can't even see it. It's come out really, really well. So let's get on with the inside. Right guys, we're done. Covered in paint and dirt, and I wetted the floor a little bit to stop any dust coming up. Obviously it's not such an issue when you're not doing a perfect finish. Obviously you're going for the orange build finish, which is obviously a bit easier to achieve, but I'm really happy. So that's the whole of the underside done, including the inside the wings, rear arches, boot floor, interior. I did opt to paint this in the end. Reason for that is I actually sort of thought, well, the car's actually going to have a bare box section in the car, so there will be body coloured painted. We will see that. I won't, sound dead over that. And I'm thinking you always drop things down in the middle, and to have it hard wearing, why not? So I've actually opted to go for that, and I'm glad I did now. So because I do picture back to other cars I've had, and you drop something down there and you scratch it, or you're washing your car, or you're hoovering it out and you scratch it. But having that obviously a bit more of a durable thing, I think will help in the future. So yeah. You can see it's going all kind of blotchy. That's where it's starting to sort of air out and dry. The underside is pretty much dry. I mean, I can rub my hand all over it and it's absolutely fine. But I'm really quite happy about that. This is a big moment for the car, knowing it's solid underneath. You painted all the underneath. You haven't got to go backwards. So yeah, I'm quite happy at that. Got paint in places I didn't really want paint, but car needs sanding. The whole car needs DAing, so I'm not too bothered by it. I've done it inside the wings, done all the way up to the bottom of basically the box section up there. That for me is quite a good thing because the subframe will cover it. So if you actually look down there, it's painted all the way up to that seam. So I think that's quite good. It's all painted underneath. You see where we did a repair there, you can't actually see it at all. So it's going all, like I say, it looks quite blotchy at the moment because it's actually drying, but yeah. Pretty happy at that. We're all solid painted. Like I say, I've done there because anywhere where there's going to be some rubbing, so if someone sat in the back, not that I really have anyone in the back of a Mini, but someone sat in the back, the seat's going to rub against it, it's obviously going to get sounded and you're never going to see this. I'm quite happy with these little bungs that I did. I literally made them out of a bit of steel and siliconed them in, so they are proven to really cover quite well. But yeah, it's a case of letting it dry, and I think we'll leave it 24 hours really properly, and we'll get some top coat on it after that. Really quite happy. It's really quite nice, and it's black so you can't really see a lot, but yeah, I'm happy at that. Right guys, so that is this episode done. Stone chip is a big step forward, like I just mentioned, and it couldn't have gone better. I hope it dries as well as it's looking. I'll come out and check. I used, how many did I use? 5 bottles, or 4.5, because the nozzle on your gun doesn't quite get the bottom of it. So if you paint it at an angle or anything like that, it's worth bearing in mind that you're not going to use all of it out of the bottom. So what I've done is I've poured all the sort of bits that are left in all the bottles into one, and I've actually got 1.5 bottles left out of the 6. So what I'm going to do is let it tack dry, and if it starts to sort of separate and shrink back and stuff like that, which you might do in certain places, you know, if I put it on a bit too much and it's starting to air dry so it retracts, I can go back over it with that just half a bottle that I've got, because you just stick a cap back on it and it lasts a long time. I've done that before, so don't waste anything like that guys, because it's really not worth it. But yeah, I'm really happy. This is a good time. So gonna go inside and get something to eat, let it dry, and I'm gonna have to repeat the same on the old Cooper hopefully, so that doesn't need too much, but yeah, we'll get on with it. Catch you next one guys, bye bye. And please remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below. I'll put the link in the description to the Upol paint and stuff like that. You can get it on their site, you can get it on eBay. Best to buy it on eBay, you can buy it in bulk. But yeah, catch you next one guys, and please stay safe.